Hatters! Let's go! How are we doing? Thursday, it's October 2nd. Thought it'd be a good idea to bring you another episode of Serving Our Futures. You betcha! Get you right in time before going into the weekends. Okay, so this episode actually stems from a mistake I made about a week and a half ago. I forget the teams that we're playing, but we're talking flag football in this episode. And the mistake I made was with when does the clock stop in the second half? We have such a thing called a 2-minute warning, and we did have a thing called a 1-minute warning. But as you see in our rules, if you didn't know, you can find them right here at imleague.com. You'll see that the clock stops at the 2-minute warning, right? So even though that I make a mistake, maybe my staff makes a mistake, that doesn't going to set the precedent for how the league is going to continue to run. You know what I mean? Like I'd rather go 1 for 2 than I would go 0 for 2. So I have to address the mistake and I got to move on, baby. I got to move on. So I'm sending you this episode to make sure everyone in our football league, including the staff that are watching, are on the same page about when the clock is going to stop in that second half. It is at the 2-minute warning. So to give you a little bit of education about how this works, I'm going to go ahead and pull up a game SIGAP between SIGAP B. We're going to take a look at the last 3 plays, and I'm going to give you an idea when clock. We're going to just pretend we're in the last 2 minutes. So we got a great catch. We have a reception. We have a first down as it appears with our line judge. And he was deflagged in bounds. So the clock is going to stop. And it is going to start again on the ready to play whistle. Right? Not on the snap as if it would be if it was out of bounds. So as soon as Ian hits that ready to play, clock winds. And now we've got a deep ball. It's a touchdown, but we do have a penalty flag. So the clock is going to do what? Yeah, baby. It's going to stop again. It's going to stop again so we can sort out what this penalty is. Ian's going to report this soon enough. I believe it's going to be on the offense. We're not going to go back and take a look at it. Okay, I lied. Maybe I do go. All right, fine. There it is. Enjoy the replay. But the clock is going to start based off of what happened on the play before, right? Which was a touchdown. And the clock was going to stop anyways. So in this example, the clock is going to resume on the snap, not the ready to play. They're waiting for the Mr. Carter Holt to get on sides. He's on sides. Could that have been a false start? Maybe. I'm directing my staff. Just call the obvious fouls, not the ticky-tacky stuff. Incomplete pass. All right, our zone line to gain is the goal line, but an incomplete pass does what? Yeah, it stops the clock. And when does it start? Yeah, leave a comment. Gotcha. Starts on the snap of the football. So there it is. Wind that clock. We got another pass, a drop back. And we're getting the camera to zoom in on the quarterback because he threw an interception. And forget the guy who caught it, I guess. This is what we deal with AI. Interception, turnover on downs. Clock is going to stop, and it is going to start on the snap, right? So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to sim some of this, fast forward it. And we do now have first down. Zone line to gain is the 20, red ball. And the clock's going to roll right now. And we have a reception. One hand touch inbounds. This is huge, right? Wind that clock. Don't stop it. Clock's tick, 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 tick. Right? And second down, zone line to gain is the 20. And that first down matters, right? As we talked before, getting a first down can stop the clock temporarily, right? Getting a first down doesn't mean it's going to resume on the snap every time. It depends on whether it's inbounds or out of bounds. As we see right here, another reception. Oh, close play. And what I'm directing my referees right now is, yes, he's saying first down, but we need to tell you all what that clock is going to do. Again, the clock brings so much anxiety in these last 2 minutes, and we have to know it's going to stop, and then it's going to start on the ready-to-play whistle. So as soon as you hear that whistle punch, you know that clock is rolling. Here we go, a second down now, right? And here's another close one. Did he catch it? Did he not catch it? Because if we have an incomplete pass, then you already know what we're doing, right? Yep. And if he caught it in bounds without getting the first, all right, you're with me. You're with me. It's important that we all know what's going on that last 2 minutes. There's no time for recovery, especially if you're losing. And here's another play. He's off to the races. Does he? I don't know if. I don't know why they're playing with pocket shorts and doing this one-hand touch. Listen, I thought I do have shorts. I can rent them out to you all for the year, for the semester. Yeah, I can do that for you. It'll be my pleasure. Just gotta talk to me. So on that last play, it is going to be a touchdown, and the clock is going to stop. And then we have something called an untimed down, which is that point after try, right? Whether you go for 1, 2, or 3, we don't take any clock off of that in the last 2 minutes. So the clock won't resume until the new offense takes over on their 10, and then they'll have first down to the 20, and the clock starts, on the snap. But you could also do this in the first half too. When you get down to that last minute and you call a timeout when your opponent scores a touchdown, you call a timeout after that, you create that down to be an untimed down. So all that time that your opponent could do, it's about 30 seconds they could take off that clock. We're talking about the first half. Where you take a timeout on that, and you're going to save yourself time to score. Now you only get one timeout a half, so you got to choose wisely. Hey, I hope this episode helps. I try to make it short and sweet. I think I'm in and out in 6:30 and 40 seconds. So let's go. That didn't make sense.